So hello soldatans and welcome to another video. This time we will speak about winter balance for Company of Heroes 2, and by saying we, I mean me together with you and our special all-time guest, Robert.
Never get rid of me, peeps.
Yeah, I know. Once I met him, I just can't get rid of him, man. I just can't. He's even trying to compete with my girlfriend.
Well, she doesn't mind. She told me.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's like, okay, you can have gay friends, that's fine. Anyways,
Man,
enough of joking.
Go
So,
fuck your Bosnian chicks. I don't think that we're the ones in the Netherlands.
listen out. So, I haven't uploaded Winter Balance immediately like other people did. I first took some time to test it with Robert. We played 1v1s on our stream for 2 days.
Yeah, so much fun.
Yeah, extremely fun, trust me guys. Robert bitch abused the thing which we will mention today. It's first-hand experience. So,
Well,
yeah, you did. But
yes, I did.
so we will share our thoughts and the possible new metas which we can see with this patch, because I immediately saw a few metas which will arise. One pointed out by Robert, a brilliant thing he thought. Even before he found out, he was thinking maybe we can do that, and he found it out. So hopefully that you guys will enjoy this overview. Because it took a little while to introduce all of this, I will make a special annotation up there on which you can click just to hop in to place where we actually start speaking, but it will be pretty soon. So, Robert, what do you think? I mean, should we start? Do you have anything special to add before we start about this winter balance? Something in general? Your thoughts?
Nah, not really, except, well, I'm once an abuser, always an abuser.
Yeah. Well,
you might upload those games of us. Well, the good ones might be fun to watch.
Well, we will make them. I mean, I for sure I should record some of my live streams when we play. So we'll do that in future more.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's go. The overview.
Yeah, let's start.
Yeah. So with this new patch, they are trying to kind of focus on the problem of allies' early OPness when it comes to light vehicles and their troop skills in counter to the Germans, so that the Germans may stand a chance against the Allies. So they are not giving you an edge over the Allies, so let's not fool ourselves, but they are giving you a fair chance to fight them, but still you will need a certain level of tactical skill and maneuvering in order to get advantage. It's not that hard as it was, but you still some kind of need it. Yeah. But in case of one troop, which we will mention for the Germans, you don't need you don't need to think. You just rush. But anyways, so let's go with the general. First thing, squad formation and clumping. So well, they told that they will make them in a way that they will not clump in a small area. That way they will not be inflicted heavy losses by mortars. And so far, from my experience, I'm speaking for the German part, it's perfect. So you will not suffer many losses with your infantry. I mean, it is descaling your mortar as well when it comes to fighting enemy infantry as well. Yes. It's not that awful like it was before to like wipe a squad or kill 3 squad members or 2 in one hit. Now it's a little bit difficult. Now it's a great support purpose when they're like poking you and making you change the position, and it is not necessary the unit which will be the one which will kill while your infantry is there just holding the line. Now it's more of a infantry is killing and the mortar is one who is making that support role a little bit better and poking the enemy. I mean, it's much better this way. I mean, it's still pretty damn good against the support weapons, against the weapons which are stationary and which don't move. I mean, yes. Right? You remember our games? I mean, I mean, tell me, I
Yeah.
haven't asked you, but you played one game with me where you used the Dushkas. And just tell me,
Yes.
was
Yeah.
the German mortar effective against it? Or was it, I mean, kind of a
Well,
poking effective?
it was more poking effective, but that also had to do with the fact that, well, I wasn't using cover of the walls. I mean, if you are using cover like from walls or fences, you still have a high risk of still getting clumped up. But if you are positioning your troops right in the open, they will spread out more, and that makes you much harder to, well, insta-wipe with a mortar. Especially with a Dushka, but I imagine that it also applies for positioning an MG42 somewhere with only 4 men. So
Well,
yes, I think it's a great improvement. Also, you used your mortar in an attempt against my sniper. Well, it took you like almost the whole game to finally hit my sniper and wipe it.
but once
Because
it hit you, it
once
changed the game.
but that sniper didn't clump up at all except on that moment, and that's where you hit with me.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
that
I'm just reading that was the general purpose to stop units from a random clumping, and I believe
yeah.
that's a pretty. I mean, we are
And I only clumped because I was taking cover in a crater.
yeah.
So just be careful when
just
you're
just
using
just to
cover.
say that sniper casualty, well, it wasn't intentional. That was collateral. I was
It was
aiming for the
collateral
dushka,
damage.
so collateral damage. So,
Yeah.
anyways, I mean, this is just about the clumping. So we will talk a little bit more about the mortars, but this is the basic thing which we saw, and it's
Yeah.
I love this a lot. One thing I would
Yeah, it's
like
an
to see
improvement.
is to see the suppression coming back. That, for example, if one squad is being hit 2 or 3 times, I mean, then you should get some suppression on it, because it's obvious that you're on target. I mean, if you hit him 2 times in a row, he
Well,
should get suppressed.
if I hit you one time with my dushka, you're pinned, so I
Yeah.
don't get what you're pointing at.
I mean, for a squad, let's
For
say
the
that you
Vickers.
cannot be pinned by
Right.
mortar, but you can be suppressed. I would really love to see that with this new thing, so that it gives a small portion of suppression for the units, because
On a
currently,
mortar?
yeah, by mortar, because I mean, at the moment it's
But
a
we
great.
had that once already in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
game with the infantry guns, and
but
that was
look,
broken.
yeah, but at this time you have to be hit 2 times in a row, and it will be great, because at the moment the mortar is not that great. I mean, it's good poking unit against the stationary stuff, but against infantry with suppression it can be good. So let's say if he is
Yeah,
in
but
negative cover or in light cover, he can get suppressed if if he's being hit 2 times in a row, but if he is not, then he shouldn't.
yeah,
If
but
he's in
I
heavy.
think, I mean, you can also use an MG to suppress them, and then they are much easier to hit for your mortar. I mean, I don't want to take the mortar. Don't want to
Yeah,
let the
but
mortar take the role of an
I
MG.
mean, the units won't clump. So, but anyways, I mean that was just my thought. Let's not stick too much about on that, because we have a lot of things to go through. So now let's go over his reinforcement, half-track transport,
Yeah,
infantry, scaling light vehicles. So, so in reinforcements, half-tracks now have shared veterancy from infantry squads. Low time for half-track standardized to 2, given a handbrake ability to prevent unwanted movement. Okay, can carry mortars.
yes, I don't get it why you want to carry a mortar team, and why not the Soviets half-track as well, but fine with me.
Well,
Whatever.
it's obvious that they are really trying to utilize the German half-track. Since the last, I mean, if this patch is to go through, it will be 2 patches in a row, in which they are
Yeah.
giving buffs and decreasing the resources needed for half-track. They are obviously trying to put half-track a little bit up forward, and
Yeah.
when you take a look at it, so far the German infantry is vastly outnumbered. With half-track up front, you can try to bypass that by ability to reinforce up front. It's not
Yes.
easy. I mean, it's super heavy, super tough for a German
Manpower
player to
soaking.
do that. But if you
Oh.
manage to do it, it's OP. And I mean, with this mortar, the spearhead doctrine kind of loses its its value, because let's be honest, you're using that only because of the half track with the mortar. So, I mean, that mortar will still have incendiary rounds, but again, I don't know.
You
I mean,
can't fire the mortar out of the truck though.
wait, you can't?
You can't. It's the half track with the roof, the 251, the one that
Yeah, but
upgrades to the flame
it's the
panzer.
latter roof. I interestingly enough, I didn't try to fire a mortar out of it. I tried everything, but I didn't try firing. So okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. It's okay. I guess I don't have anything against it. This is fine for
It's
me.
fun. I don't care. It's
Yeah.
not. Well,
It won't change anything.
no, not
Yeah.
really, not for me. I mean,
Okay, so
yeah.
now we move to snipers' light vehicles. We feel that snipers' cloak ability is overperforming, making them extremely difficult to counter with infantry. To address this issue, we have made the following changes. When firing a shot or using an offensive ability, when not camouflage unit will be unable to return to camouflage for 10 seconds. Snipers cannot cloak until out of combat for 3 seconds. So what do you think about this? I mean, I'll you say it, then I'll say it for my sniper, because I'll mention the German sniper. You mentioned the Soviet, so you go first.
Well, I think it's not. I mean, it rewards flanking if you manage to sneak up your opponent and get behind his line and catch his sniper by surprise. Now you can actually have a chance to kill him, and the sniper won't camouflage again while he's under the tree. Now he will just remain inside, so you have an easier time on killing him. Also, the fact that if he attacks you and you find him, he won't immediately cloak. So if the enemy, your opponent, doesn't have any support for his sniper, it's a dead sniper, and I think it should be rewarded that if you can flank your opponent, his sniper should die and not just live on by some camo cheese on his retreat path, so that you can't fight him anymore, even though you successfully flanked and outplayed your opponent. But so, I think it's a good idea. So
Yeah, but just to ask, I mean, does your I mean, in a thick of fight, does your Soviet sniper, is it obvious that it is getting a little bit more difficult to get clothed when you are in fight than when you are using it? Is it a little bit harder, and do you feel a little bit more vulnerable with him?
yes, I do. I mean, though, when I'm attacking, well, I don't really care about camo. I just want to kill people. And so yeah, there is.
Give me vodka, give me sniper.
Give me sniper, snipes all the way.
Yeah.
No, but if you just protect your sniper with like a 222 or an MG, a machine gun, so that if the enemy closes in, you can lure him into your, like, Dushka, for example. That
Well, you know what? I mean, with this,
then you're pretty fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, for my German sniper, his cloak is pretty good. I mean, it still is.
It's still good.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like when you are moving with the Soviet sniper, your cloak, your hidden ability, when you're hidden the cloak, from one cover to another lasts less than a sniper from the German faction.
Yeah, that's true.
That's one ability. But again, you have two guys, and it is harder to cloak two guys than one. That's reasonable. But when you take a look at this,
two guys are harder to kill than one, I suppose.
Yeah, but when you take a look at this, I mean, if I find your sniper and my infantry is able to fire at him, and if I'm trying to, if he's retreating, and not retreating by button, but if you're clicking him where to go, if I'm following him and firing at him, he will not be able to hide. He will stay out of the shadows. So that way you can fire at him all the time. So the only option is either to suppress him or to retreat completely. So from now on, your sniper will have to be a shadow warrior completely. So he must attack from shadows and retreat back. You cannot fire and stay hidden. You must fire from the forest sides, or have prepared an MG while retreating, because he cannot sustain in any type of fighting now. So now snipers will not sustain in any close quarter combats or any medium close quarter combats. No way. But still, when you are, I mean, it's still the same thing. You will not, if he is not using the sniper, you will still have a problem seeing him and finding him. It's only easier to kill him once you find him, but it's still the same bullshit for him to sneak and creep on your guys while they're jerking off behind the bush. So don't expect Hans to see Victor behind the bush when he's jerking off. That's not gonna happen. So okay, let's move.
We'll see Hans, but Hans will never know what killed him.
Yeah. Okay, so stealth changes general to bring other stealth units in line with the clocking change made to a sniper. Okay.
Guess you can be short about that one, lol.
Yeah, they're just basically giving the sniper
the same thing.
just increasing the time you need to be out of the combat in order to get the cloak. So nothing special. Okay, mortars in general. So okay, in a recent patch, all mortars received 32% range bonus to their auto attack is that 3. As were previously, it was only the barrage abilities.
Yeah, I also have to make a note to this one. Okay. Our all beloved friend Carl from Relic made a mistake on these patch notes. They forgot to add that they completely added another mortar for USF instead of the, well, current one. They made a copy of the copy of the mortar.
It's in.
Almost the same, some different veterancy stats, but now it's not a laser guided MG mortar machine gun thing anymore. Fine.
Well, I mean, I won't stick much on this. I mean, they are just nerfing down the mortars. It's obvious. They are just making them a primary poking unit, support poking units for your infantry, which are now gonna be the main force which you will have to use. I will just say that Soviet mortar still has it when it comes to accuracy, so I believe that from now on that the German mortar will suffer the most because he's balanced in the middle. The Soviet no, trust me, Soviet mortar is accurate. He can pinpoint. The US mortar has the biggest rate of fire. So the US mortar can fire quick rounds in 4 quick rounds in a quick session. So some of them will hit the target, especially if you have them on sight. While the German mortar, he's in the mid of all of that. He's good in every range, and that is the worst part, because he's not particularly good in anything. He's good enough for all of it. So, I mean, it's just my opinion, but we'll see. So far, the main idea of it is that it is nerfed. It is main poking unit. All of those are main poking units. There is no mortar which is still OP at the moment. But I mean, as the time passes, we'll surely see some more stuff. Especially because the US, they use 2 mortars. If you see a US player getting a mortar, he will get another one, and that will change the scales a little bit. But we were just speaking about 1 mortar at a time. So.
Yeah.
Okay, Puma light vehicles. Okay, so Pumas for all of the German factions is now, its damage against the infantry is reduced from its main gun. I mean, it was shitty already, so yeah, so
I don't get it why.
Yeah, it was like it was good that
maybe, but Puma no.
Yeah, but I mean, anyways, so the Puma weapon went down. But yeah, and I mean
something.
Yeah, but it will be better against the vehicles.
Tanks,
so
yes, indeed.
Yeah, so it will be much better against vehicles. That's good.